children, welcome to grade 5 English, and this is our session 2 in chapter number 12, The Bangle Sellers. And now let's revise the poem what we have learned in our earlier session. Before getting into our poem, let's see the new words. Cleaves, to split something, that you are dividing something into two halves, that we call it as cleaves. A glow, something that glows, that is very bright. Limpid, completely clear or translucent. Hue, color or shade. Maiden, a young unmarried girl. Maiden, a young unmarried girl. Tranquil, free from disturbance, calm. That is a very peaceful place. We call it as tranquil. And next, we are moving on to our Did You Know? In your concept book, page number 193, Sarojini Naidu was born on February 13, 1879 in Bikrampur, and now it's in Bangladesh. She started her political career by being a part of Indian national movement in 1905. She became the first women governor of India and served as the governor of the United Provinces of Agra and Oudh from 1947 to 1949. She is known as the Nightingale of India because of the lyrical style of her poems. And the Bangle Sellers, and the first stanza. Bangle sellers, or who we bear, are shining loads to the temple fair. Who will buy these delicate, bright, rainbow-tinted circles of light? Lustrous tokens of radiant lives for happy daughters and happy wives. The poem is about a bangle seller talking about the various kinds of bangles he carries with him and about the women that buy them. The people, that is, the poem describes everyday life of the bangle sellers as well. The speaker of the poem is one such bangle seller, and in the first two lines he describes what it is like and how he felt to carry the precious shiny loads of bangles to the temples, fairs and other such places where women can buy them. The third line is akin to the bangle seller's cry for the sale of his bangles. He calls out to the women who might buy these bangles, and he thinks these bangles are the tokens of happy lives and happy marriages. And second stanza. Sun or meat for a maiden's wrist, silver and blue as the mountain mist. Some are flushed like the buds that dream on the tranquil brow of a woodland stream. Some are aglow with the bloom that cleaves to the limpid glory of newborn leaves. In stanza 2, the bangle seller says that they carry different kinds of bangles and each catering to different types of women with different needs and preferences and wishes. He says that some are blue and silver like the mist in the mountains, which are fit for a maiden's wrist. And some bangles are of a reddish hue like the flushed buds that found along a stream. And some of the bangles glow like newborn leaves owing to a dew and water from the stream. These are all representative of a young girl in her prime. And the third stanza. Some are like fields of sunlit corn, meet for a bride on her bridal morn. Some like the flame of her marriage fire, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire. Tinkling, luminous, tender and clear, like her bridal laughter and bridal tear. And some bangles are of the color yellow like the sunlit cornfields. They represent the happiness of a bride-to-be on the morning of her wedding. Then, these are the bangles which are flame colored, that is red and orange, symbolic of a bride's passion and desire, and especially on her wedding day. These bangles are luminous and transparent but also tender. The tinkling sound that makes me reminds one of the sounds of a new bride's laughter, and the clear tender finish of the bangles is similar to her tears as she leaves her childhood home for her husband's. And fourth stanza. Some are purple and gold flecked grey, for she who has journeyed through life midway, whose hands have cherished, whose love has blessed, and cradled fair sons on her faithful breast, and serves her household in fruitful pride, and worships the gods at her husband's side. The last stanza focuses on the life of a woman after she is married. That is, the bangles for these women are purple with gold and grey flecks. They are representative of a woman who is of the middle age or who have reached the midpoint of her life, where she has reaped the rewards of her life. That is, she sacrificed and she has already bore sons and is proud of her life as she supports her husband, and be in it or when worshipping the household gods. The central idea of the poem is that the bangles are representative of a woman's life, and each color or each type of bangle represents each stage of an Indian woman's life from puberty to midlife. Clear, children? Yes. And now let us move on to the class activity. 13th question in your workbook, the phrases bridal laughter and bridal tear have been used simultaneously. Why? How can the bride be happy and sad at the same time? Think well and write your answer. And 14th question, explain the role of the bangle sellers in a traditional environment. Is it the same in modern times too? Why? Why not? You just think of the role of bangle sellers in our traditional environment, that is in our earlier lives, and is it the same in modern time now? Why not? You have to tell it with reason, and also you have to complete what you really liked in the poem and what you learnt from the poem, and draw your favorite scene from the poem. Think well and write your answers. Yes. And children, I hope you are clear with today's session. Now let me tell you the home assignment for today's session. In your workbook, question number 4, where are the bangle sellers selling the bangles? And fifth question, why is the word rainbow used to describe the colors of the bangles? And sixth one, what do you understand by the line, or rich with the hue of her heart's desire? And seventh one, which stages from a woman's life are described in the poem? Eighth one, what is being compared to a field of sunlight corn and why? Ninth, the word some has been repeatedly used in the poem. What does it stand for? And children, answer all the questions and hand in your completed home assignment in grade 5 English Google Classroom. And drink more water, eat healthy food, reduce your screen time, don't use mobile phones and television often, stay home and stay safe, children. Thank you so much.